Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the midst of the monstrous era of Artur Beterbiev as he has beaten Dmitry Bivol to gain the undisputed light heavyweight championship. Mind you, what did I say was going to happen? The brother broke down Bivol. That's what happened, people. What did I tell you? I know what I'm talking about. It was a situation where, yes, I may have gotten the way of winning wrong, but still, the win came just the same, and it came by Bivol got broken down by Artur Beterbiev, and it was a tale of two halves of the fight. Round 1 through 5, it was Bivol with his speed, with his footwork, constantly moving and jabbing, making it so that people couldn't, or Beterbiev, could not really find Bivol. Using his speed and his ability to, again, with that incredible jab, keep Beterbiev at bay, score points, be a nuisance to Beterbiev, as well as making sure he never got caught up on the ropes. And he was not afraid to trade with Beterbiev. There was many times when people thought that Beterbiev would be just an overly dominating force, that Bivol would just be too scared to potentially throw in some people's eyes. Bivol showed that bullet got a heart of a lion and is a champion for a reason. He was willing to stand in front of Beterbiev at times and tried to assert his own dominance, tried to throw his own volume and volley of shots, looked to counter Beterbiev and that jab that Beterbiev was throwing out all night long, looking to not just not get hit by, but also to actually tag him, actually hurt him, actually get some respect from Beterbiev. That's what happened through rounds 1 through 4, rounds 1 through 5, but in round 6, as the fight was going on, there was a sense that Beterbiev was beginning to take control. Though Bivol was winning, he was slowly losing his grip, and it's because the upping pace and pressure of Beterbiev continued to grow and grow and grow and grow. All of a sudden, the distance that Bivol was keeping wasn't looking the same. All of a sudden, the footwork that we saw Bivol using, it wasn't looking as fast. Next thing you know, by round 6, all of a sudden, the bouncing that we see Bivol normally doing, it was winning in the fight, wasn't happening anymore. There was more standing and trading than Bivol actively winning. And that's when we got to see Beterbiev really go to work. And in round 7, what happened? Bivol had some legitimate flurries, was winning the round all the way up until, boom, an uppercut in the middle of Bivol's combination on the ropes. Caught him, hurt him, had that brother backed up for the next 30 seconds. It was pure domination by Beterbiev. And then that told the story of the rest of the fight. And it was an incredibly close affair. And in the end, we saw from the judge's perspective, Beterbiev be able to walk down Bivol and force this into a fight, not a boxing match. And in the last couple rounds, we saw him be able to cement it by going and legitimately dominating with his offense and volume, forcing Bivol to have to shell up. Even though Bivol was trying to find some sort of opening, trying to find some sort of offensive success, it just was too much of an avalanche by that time. But from rounds 9 to 12, he couldn't do it. And you saw it on his face. You saw the boost. When it comes to the fight, I had this fight, in all honesty, a draw. Many people are saying this was the wrong decision. Many people were calling this a robbery. I don't think it was. Because, again, with how close the fight was. And you have to understand, a robbery isn't always actually a robbery. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. I have stood on top of the mountaintop and said that Lomachenko deserved that win and deserved to be undisputed champion in that fight with Devin Haney. I've been said that. However, I didn't call it a robbery. It was an incredibly close fight that was set apart by only a round or two. Arguably, round 12 was the round that defined what happened. And because of that, it is not necessarily a robbery that somebody outright went and dominated and still didn't get the victory. This is an incredibly close fight, and it depends on what you value with how close it was. Because you also have to understand, a lot of stuff was blocked in this fight. It wasn't just absolutely clean work outright all night long. It was a level of who controlled the fight. And even the clean work that did go through, like with Bivol, who was landing the fast, clean, flashy counters and shots on Beterbiev. While that was there, it was in flurries. It was in spurts. It wasn't just consistent dominance, at least after round 4 and on. It was a situation where we were seeing, as much as Bivol was doing work, and he was, Beterbiev was taking control of the fight. And the damage that was done by Beterbiev wasn't just because, oh, he was just throwing on the block. No, he broke down the block so that punches got through. Again, you saw it on the face of Bivol. The brother, it was like his promoter or trainer said, it wasn't a ghost that was hitting the brother. No. Those were shots that, while they looked like they were blocked, the power of Beterbiev and the systematic breaking of Bivol, from his footwork to his blocking to his stamina to the outright ability to take punishment, forced it so that Beterbiev's shots now were able to get through, and they were landing. And even if they weren't, they were doing damage on Bivol to the point that he could not implement what he wanted to do. And many times we saw Beterbiev coming in, especially in the later rounds, coming in with rolling momentum, able to go and throw combination punches of his own, wasn't even loading up on shots, but still was making it so that Bivol had no answer because he was forced to shell up, forced to run the ropes, forced to go and essentially escape. Bivol, by the time the 6th round started, there was a feeling that Bivol started to fight to survive. Not fight to win. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm saying that there was a situation where Bivol legitimately, with the weapons that were allowing him to be offensively active, taken away, and the stamina of the constant movement of trying to get away from the constant pressure of Beterbiev, taking its toll, and he couldn't try to go out and win, due to the fact that if I would, like we saw around 7, if I do try to do something and I get caught at this stage in the fight, I'm going to be in trouble. Especially with the constant carrying power of Beterbiev. And so I had it a draw, but I'm not mad at all that Beterbiev won.